Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as we have started the UV visible spectroscopy, here in yesterday's lecture we have seen some basics as well as the rules for finding the lambda max of UV these organic compounds. Now here I have prepared these slides in the ChemDraw. This is an software to draw these structures, right? Reactions, and very systematically I tried here to write down all the rules. So I'll share this after the lecture. Okay, see from the top, as I have told you, we have to find the lambda max in diene system. So diene system means this two alkenes which are separated by a single bond. That means two. Di means two, and in this in word is represent the alkene. Okay, ane alkane, ene alkene, like that. Here for finding the lambda max means the highest absorption value. That also we have seen that we are going to find. For that purpose, here five types of systems we have to find in given organic structure. First, the base value we have to find. If the base value is there, you have to give the value to 15 nanometer. Then homoannular, extended conjugation, exocyclic, and number of substituent. So these 5 points we are going to see one by one. First is base value. See, for any six-membered diene system, the base value is 215 nanometer. Right? This is visible to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall I zoom in or this is okay with your screen?
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Okay. Then. So base value, the first rule is complete. We have to add 215 if there is a six-member diene type of a system. Finding the lambda max. Okay. Now the second is homoannular. See, if the homoannular system is there in given organic compound, we have to add 39 nanometers to 215. We have to make a sum and we have to find the highest value, that is lambda max. Now here, if you have seen this homoannular, it represents as two double bonds present in the same ring is known as a homoannular system. So here in this structure, see this structure, there are two double bonds present in one ring, right? Here there are two rings, here also two rings, and I have given example of three rings. Now what we will do, I'll just make it more zoom that it will not make any confusion with you. Okay, see in structure 1, this A and B bond I have labeled, and A and B are homoannular because they are present in one ring. Okay, so if A two double bonds, if they are present in one ring, then we called it as an homoannular, right? So homoannular for this ring system. What about this second ring system here? In structure 2, A and B are homoannular only. Why? Because A and B bond, they are present in one single ring. What about C? C is not present, or C is present in the second ring, but there is no any other double bond which is a conjugation as well as present in this ring. And in structure 3, this A and B are homoannular, right? And C and D are also homoannular. Now, what we have to find here, we have to add, if A and B are homoannular, we have to add 39 for this system. Here also one homoannular system is there, so we have to add 39. But in this third case, third example, we have to add 39 for this homoannular system and again 39 for this system. So total we have to add 78 nanometer for finding the lambda max. Okay, so this is an homoannular. Now, yeah. Next is a extended conjugation. So as in the rule we have seen, for extended conjugation, so at it word it represent that if a diene system is present, okay, and if it is conjugated with the other double bond, it might be one, two, three double bonds, and if it is conjugated with the diene, then we call it as an extended conjugation. Extended means extra. Here in first ring systems, again similar type of an examples are there. Structure A and B are a part of a diene system. No doubt this is an diene system, okay, and no any other double bond is conjugated with this system. So even if you have to add, find the lambda max value, you have to add 0 here because there is no any extended conjugation. For next thing, for second example, A and B part of a diene system and C is in extended to the this ring system or this diene system, right? So here you have to add 30 nanometer. Understand? This is very simple. In the third structure, A and B are again a part of a diene system. C as well as D is in conjugation with this system. So how many extended conjugations are there? Tell me.
2.
Here 0, here 1, and here 2 extended conjugation. 2 means you have to add 30 into 2, that is 60 nanometer for finding the extended conjugation. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next is to find the exocyclic bond now. See again this exocyclic word itself gives clear idea about what type of bond it is, right? So exocyclic means any double bond which is attached to the ring through one carbon from outside. Okay, so here again similar type of examples are given now. For first structure 1, A and B are inside the ring, so there is no any other bond which is present from outside, so that's why we called it as an, there will be no any exocyclic bond, we have to add 0 nanometer over here. For the second structure here, we have divided these two rings and we label them as an X and Y. We will see for X ring first. Here for X ring, there is no any exocyclic bond from outside of this ring. So that's why there will be 0 for this ring. But when you go to the Y here for C, but to Y ring has a B bond exocyclic. So this B bond, this is exocyclic. That means to this ring it is from outside and it is attached through one carbon from outside. So that's why this B is known as an exocyclic. So that's why we have to add here 0 for this and 5 for this. So total it will be 5. One exocyclic bond, that means it corresponds to 5 nanometers. Next example, third example is here. Here also we have labeled them as an X and Y. Again for X ring, there is no any exocyclic bond present over here. See, this is very clear, there is no any exocyclic bond, and again for Y ring there is this B bond is an exocyclic. So again here we have to add 5 nanometer. So till now we have seen 4 rules, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. I'll again explain, otherwise we will go for the next. Is it okay?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now
Yes.
what we will do, we'll go for the last to how to find these substituents, and just tell me whether it is visible or not. I'm opening it. So the ChemDraw, this is an software and we have already taken some lectures on this. We'll again take a few lectures how to use the ChemDraw. Okay, I'll zoom it. Sorry. Okay, now I think this might be visible. Okay, so in last lecture we have some confusion for this finding the substituent. See, for substituent we have to add 5 nanometers. Okay, now here last thing is for substituent. Here substituent means atoms other than hydrogens are said to be substituent. If they are present, we have to add 5. So similar type of examples are again here. All the 3 examples are same as of the previous. Here how we are going to find the substituent. to which atom the substituent is attached, that we have to find. And that atom, see here carbon is there, right? Carbon, 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 and this orange color, this is representing the carbons which are the part of a diene system. Okay, so these four are A, B, C, D. I have already labeled them. Now these are not A, B, C, D are not the bonds, but these are the carbons of a diene system. Now see, and again this explanation, it's very clear that in structure 1, A and D are having one substituent each. A is having this substituent over here. This is a ring residue. Okay. B is, see the valency here, two bonds, and here is one bond, so total three, and fourth one it will be the hydrogen. So hydrogen we are not going to consider it as a substituent. So here one substituent, here there is no, here there is no substituent, but here again there is one substituent. So this is an diene system. If I remove this part, okay, then it will be like a diene system. And now on D and A there are two substituents, so total 5 into 2, that will be 2 substituent, and it will corresponds to 10 nanometer. Okay, this is first thing. Now in the second structure, see the second structure, I have labeled it as an A, B, C, D, E, F, and all the two rings are also labeled with the X and Y. Now for we are going to find with the first of all for X ring. Here X ring similar to this is having A having a substituent, and D is also having one substituent over here. So substituent means the bond which is present on the these double bonds. Now you can say this D is having this substituent, but it is not having this substituent because it is nothing but a conjugation. So for the second structure, X ring is having A and D as an substituent. Okay, one substituent each. So that means X is having 2. And for Y, here for Y, D is already we have counted here. So we do not repeat it and go for next. E is not having substituent, but F is having one substituent over here. So total 3 substituents are there. That means we have to add 15 for this, 10 for this, 15 for the second system. In the next last structure, C, to the X ring A and D, similar to these two rings, we have two systems. And for this Y ring now, Y ring is not having substituent, F is not having substituent, G is also not having substituent, but now H is having one substituent over here. Okay, so now again it will become total 3 substituent total. There are 5 rules, and how we are going to deal with these 5 rules, that we are going to add these values. For base value 215 nanometer we have to add. For homoannular, if there is a homoannular system is present, we have to add 39 nanometers. If there is a extended conjugation, we have to add 30 nanometers. If it is having an exocyclic bond, we have to add 5 nanometers. And lastly, we have to add 5 nanometers for each substituent which is present on the given diene system. So these are the 5 rules. So why I have written in this fashion, and if you clearly observe, all these values are in decreasing order. That means 215, then 39, 35, and 5 nanometer. So even if you have a question in your question paper, find the lambda max, you should not forget to write any value. Again, here for homoannular is 39, and for extended conjugation the 30 nanometer is there. It might be getting confusing that for extended is 30 or 39, or for homoannular it is 39 or 30. So the homoannular, it is coming first. Why? Because homoannular means 2 double bonds and they are having a highest value over here. Okay, so I'll just again briefly explain all the 5 points. For base value, you have to, there is no any option, you have to add 215 nanometer for 6-member heterocyclic, 6-member diene system. For 5-member and other members or open chains system, we will discuss that later on. For homoannular, there should be 2 double bonds should be separated through a 1 single bond. right? So this will be like a conjugation system, and we have to add this will be, and these two double bonds should be present in one ring only. Okay, then extended conjugation along with these two double bonds. If there is any other double bond which is present and which is conjugation with these two double bond, then we call it as an extended conjugation. Now the exocyclic, if we have any ring system and a double bond is from outside to this